Hi, Assalamualaikum to my respected panels, Dr. H. Purwa and also Dr. Nur Hasanah. My name is Muhammad Azad bin Muhammad Azlan. So today I'm going to present to you about my proposal defense. So the title for my proposal is Acute Effect of Incentive Training Among College Football. So now let's look at the introduction. So first of all, this is the background story. So what is the incentive training? Incentive training, also known as negative training, is a type of strength that focuses on the eccentric phase of muscle contraction. So the muscle is loaded with a weight that is greater than what the muscle can lift concentrically. For example, if you were doing a bicycle, you will use a weight that is heavier than what you can lift up with just your bicep, but you will use your arm to help lift it back. Then you would lower the weight with just the bicep, focusing on the eccentric contraction. So eccentric training specifically emphasize the eccentric phase where the muscle lengthen under tension. So this training is often used to improve muscle strength, power, and also endurance. It is very common to use in rehabilitation settings to help rebuild muscle strength after an injury. So next we go to the purpose of the study. So first is to investigate the effect of aesthetic training on power and speed among college football. Also to investigate how much resting time between sets is recommended for training power phase, and also to determine whether the different resting time between sets impact on the explosive power. So now we go to the research question. So what are the acute effect of aesthetic training on power and speed performance in college football players? Also, are there any physiological responses and adaptation in the muscle due to eccentric loading? Next is how to determine the effectiveness of specific aesthetic training protocols in enhancing athletic performance, particularly in terms of power and speed. Also, does different resting time has an impact on explosive power and movement? So these are the research objectives. First is to evaluate the immediate effect of a single session of aesthetic training on power and speed performance of college football players. Next, to analyze the physiological responses and adaptation in muscle due to the eccentric loading. Also to determine the effectiveness of specific eccentric training protocols in enhancing athletic performance, particularly in terms of power and speed. Also to determine which resting time is most suitable for power fixing. So next we go to the research hypothesis. So first of all is null hypothesis, which is there is no significant difference between the resting time between sets and the effect of the explosive power produced. And also the alternative hypothesis, there is a significant difference between the resting time between sets and the effect of explosive power produced. So next we go through the significance of the study. So for coaches and athletes, understanding the immediate benefits of aesthetic training can lead to the development of more effective conditioning programs. So this can enhance the athletic performance by improving key attributes such as explosive power and also speed, which are essential for football. In the academic realm, which is to educate the importance of conditioning training, this study will add to the body of knowledge of aesthetic training, providing a basis for future research. So next, this is the limitation. So first is the study sample size, which is college football players aged between 18 to 25. Next is the study duration and scope may limit the ability to fulfill capture or relevant factors that could influence power and speed performance, and also the reliance on self-reported data for certain variables. So now the delimitation. So first is to investigate the acute effect of single session of aesthetic training, whether the long-term training effect to isolate the immediate impact on power and speed, and also the training protocols and exercise used in the study will be standardized. So now we go to the operational terms. There are six operational terms. First of all, power, which is the ability to exert maximum force in the shortest possible time. Next is speed, the ability to move the body or parts of the body swiftly. So it involves the rapid execution of movement tasks. So next is sets, which is a group of consecutive repetition of a specific exercise performed without stopping. Fourth is reps, short form for repetition, refers to one complete movement of a particular exercise. So the last two are eccentric and explosive. Eccentric is the ability to exert a maximum amount of force in the shortest possible time interval. And explosive is the ability to move the body or part of the body swiftly, involves the rapid execution of the movement task, similar to the speed. So now let's look at the literature review. So first of all is speed. Flying machine can enhance muscle activation by eccentric overload, allow for greater eccentric overload compared to traditional weights. So the use of eccentric overloads allow for greater force production at long muscle length, which can shift to adaptation in power and speed. So next is require precise coordination between muscle and nerve. Athletes who engage this training can develop better neuromuscular coordination, resulting in smoother and more efficient movement and ultimately greater speed. And this will increase the muscle stiffness by a faster stretch shortening cycle, leads to a more efficient and faster stretch shortening cycle. So this is crucial for rapid movements such as sprinting. So for power, flywheel machine will improve the enhanced rate of force development by power output and also the tension generated during eccentric movements. So these are the conceptual framework which consists of power, rest between sets and speed to time to complete 10 meters sprint. So that so now let's look at the methodology. So first is the research design. So this study is an experimental research and all the participants are United United football players and all the players have their own training program and schedule because of the preseason. So the research data collection must be from the post-measurement and also pre-measurement. So the sampling, first of all, is the United United football players and the sample size are 20 players or 20 participants. Sampling technique is purposive sampling and inclusion and exclusion criteria. Inclusion continuous training according to the training plan in the season, and exclusion is the presence of major injury 3 months prior to the test. So this is how I get the total sample size from calculating the effect size dx. So next we go to the instrumentation. So first instrument is the flywheel, beneficial for the aesthetic training such as squats. And also we will use the timing gates to measure the time taken for the participant to complete the 10 meters speed test. So these are the procedures. So as we all know, each participant will undergo the flywheel intervention consists of 4 sets of 7 reps with 2-minute rest between sets. And the participant will undergo the activation again under 2 weeks with 5-minute rest and 10-minute rest on the third and second week. So on the same week and different day, each participant will undergo a 10-meter sprint. So the duration of the sprint test is 3 weeks, just like the intervention on the flywheel. So next is the data collection. There are two, which are the approval of ethic exception form and also the time taken to complete the 10 meter sprint test. So this is the data analysis. We will use the two dependency test, which is the data will be analyzed using the statistically package for social sciences software statistic SPSS. So that is all from me. Thank you.